Hello, Sailor Scout.
This is propane and propane accessories in this house. Do I look
You're
like
not a little magical anime girl?
a little anime magic girl?
I thought you were an ugly one, but I mean, I wasn't here to cast judgment.
Do I look like I like to wear tiaras and use the power of moonlight?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yes.
Maybe. I wasn't here to judge.
Come on, bro. You really think I look like their fan base?
With your facial hair lately, maybe.
All right, I'm shaving tonight. Yeah, dude, my facial hair's getting bad. I was like, oof.
It looks like you're just experimenting with it. You're like, I've got to figure something out in case I go bald.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
It's okay. Last time we recorded, I had like a hair that fell down, and
Uh,
it was like loose, and I'm just like, I'm like shadow boxing with it, and I'm missing every shot.
man, welcome to Popcorn Buckets, everybody. Well, we're powered by Sailor Scout, Moon Power, and propane accessories.
You got gas?
I got Moon Power.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, yeah, I got gas.
I got gas. Megan's got so much gas.
And moving on, because she will kill us.
She just busted down the door. What are you talking about, mate?
Listen, I'm not scared of you. I am kind of scared of Megan. That and Muppets. Well, not Muppets per se, but puppets.
You're scared of puppets and my wife. Great.
In test.
He's
I don't know why you're
testophobic.
laughing about that one. That one's an actual irrational fear.
I know. I'm sorry. I just imagine he's testophobic. Ho ho ho! Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring him.
All right, Devin, what did we watch today?
We watched the classic mommy movie.
Not classic, it's a remake, technically.
Really, which one you want to talk about? I'll let you pick.
It, well, we're going in order, so I think you know which one.
Uh, the Tomb one was the second one, right?
The Mummy's Tomb,
Tomb.
1942.
Okay. We reviewed that movie today, and it was something. It
It was a movie.
it was a movie. It's not a very long movie, but
Indeed
it
was a film
was a film.
that we
And
are reviewing.
I'm gonna be honest with you and everybody at home. Its only good quality purpose was if you're looking for a recap to the classic original film, and that's the one for you, or if it's a stormy day and you need some background noise for about an hour, yeah, that movie's that's the perfect movie because you ain't missing much. You know what I mean, guy?
Yeah, I'm looking something up for my notes.
Oh, okay. And the movie basically takes off where it's basically a recap, which it does a good job recapping. I will give it credit. For it to be a sequel to the first classic Mummy movie, it does great recapping it for everybody. And it's just weird because it takes place to modern time when they're all their older selves and they just sit around a fire and he's like, let me tell you the story of the mummy. And it just
Come here, boy. Let Pop tell you how he was an Egyptian archaeologist.
and I kicked the mummy's ass. Great pop pop. Great.
I swear I kicked his ass.
I kicked his ass.
The bandits were flying, but I was kicking ass and taking names. And
He really
I
was
got
here.
some sand in my boot. It caused some chafing.
Bro, he really did say that, did he not?
I don't think he said that.
Bro, he was applying it, bro. And you know he was. Because he was like, man, that mama took my.
Back in my day, we were in ancient Egypt.
Yeah, and
yes, racism was a thing. Because everybody that I'm telling you is suddenly white.
they were all white. It was in black and white.
Shut up, let me have this.
Everybody was white because it was a black and white movie.
Do you think
But
they dreamt in black and white because they were so old?
you think they dreamt in black and white because they were so old?
Not typically, but maybe in this movie.
Lying. But no, I have to give this movie credit. It did a good recap. The mummy makeup looks way better than it did in the first one. it was just a really giant recap, and it was boring. And you know me, I don't like movies that do the flashback sequence. I'm not a fan of it. So when it would cut to something up, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, "Mom, you pop, you want some candy? Pop, you were telling us a story." Oh, I was. What story was I telling? How you fought the mommy? Oh yeah, there we were on a plane, and he was in a coffin, and this one guy with a no face, and I'm like, God, shoot me, please, shoot me, please. How much of this movie I got left? 55 minutes. Oh my God, it's only been 5 minutes.
I really did not like this movie.
I mean, this.
Are you ready for my notes?
Go ahead.
Because I think my notes are the movie the thing that carry this episode.
Go ahead.
They recap the mummy's hand in 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
They did.
They don't have a police department. They just one sheriff, like the Wild West. How small is this town? So, I did some digging.
Okay.
It wasn't until 1968, February 16th, 1968, the first 911 call was made in Hayville, Alabama.
Really? In 1968 in Hayville, Alabama.
Yes. So, I was definitely wrong on that. The 911 operators were not a thing until much later.
Oh.
So small towns like this kind of ran on like mob mentality, run by the sheriff apparently.
Well, that's why the sheriff deals with civil disputes.
Because I was like, this man's literally in his bed. There's like no police patrolling out and about. Okay. I mean, I guess crime doesn't happen at night in this time.
It doesn't, man. Crime sleeps. Yeah. Don't listen to Crime Dog McGruff.
Crime takes a fat nap.
Crime takes
cookies.
Santa? Is crime Santa?
He does break and enter, so I mean,
dude, I hope Santa comes to my house this year. Will he come to your new apartment this year?
We don't have a chimney, so he's probably gonna bust into the back door and give my cat a heart attack, and we'll see what happens.
He's gonna give Luna a heart attack.
Luna couldn't stand being in the same room as you.
I mean, Santa's different. He's jolly and cheery, and I'm just stompy and cranky.
Listen, she cannot stand the fact that I left for more than one day.
Really?
So yeah, there's that.
Oh, there's the kitty. Oh, she's right by your side.
Yep.
She's probably mad.
Just like my computer.
Dude, she's probably mad because you're not playing with her. She's like, Dad ain't playing with me. This is some bullshit.
I'm like her mother.
Mom ain't playing with me. Some bullshit. She's just on the phone with her friend.
She views Hannah as like a human, and I'm like either a very large awkward cat or her mother. And she like goes through those two things for me, and I'm like, sure.
Well, the mommy probably would also thought you were its mommy the way it was moving. That sounded really weird when I said it out loud. That was really weird. What? Oh, you're... There you go.
Explain.
It sounded really weird when I said it out loud, and that's
it didn't make sense to me.
It sounded really weird out loud. Well, you know, the medallion was controlling him, and he's just like, and anybody that controls the medallion, he's like, I'm coming.
Yep. I am not a fan of how in all these movies a girl is being kidnapped to be a bride in these.
I mean, dude, everybody just needs some love.
Yeah, I got it the first time, and it's starting to get
repetitive. I know.
The dead horse, and it's not a horse anymore. It's just a skeleton at this point.
It's just a horse skeleton.
Yeah, we're just beating a horse skeleton at this point.
Well, you know, we still got the 90 movies we got to go through.
We're going to take a break from those for a minute. For them, it's going to be the next Sunday. But for us, we've taken a break. Why? Kyle's sanity is on the verge of collapsing due to mummification of these
It's gonna be
movies.
like the Pirates of the Caribbean all over again. God, did they ever end? Oh, they won't end.
Listen, I went through like and streamed these back to back to try to like help Devin so he could jump around, and Devin's just like fa la 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 la. He took a sweet ass time, and I'm sitting here like I must watch all the Mummy movies. Oh gosh, I watched all the Mummy movies.
Meanwhile, la dee la da, I'm making some money. I'm doing some comedy shows. La dee da da, I'm editing real fast. La dee da da. All right, let's go. Uh,
All right, Devin. Questionable. The sheriff relies on an angry mob.
I
And
mean,
I apparently this may just be how this operated.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
No Barney Five, so I mean,
Ah, dude, this movie wouldn't have been saved if there was a Barney 5. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a sequel for you, Devin. The Mummy becomes the deputy.
Write the script. We'll send it to Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox, it's Universal. You name it, we're sending it, baby.
Um, Odd they described the a dark shadow, and immediately assumed it was the only man of color in town. They were right, but still seems questionable.
Dude, I was trying not to laugh right there, but I was like, what the hell? Dude, I remember that, and I'm like, oh, God, it was a different time.
Yep. They likely also burn Isabel by throwing torches. I think that's supposed to be Isabel. They likely burn Isabel by throwing torches at the figure on the balcony, even if it is the mummy. They didn't know she was inside the building, so they could have killed her.
Yeah, they could have.
Okay. This is my last note, Devin.
Go ahead. Because this was
what?
I said, this is a god awful movie.
I know. Being kidnapped by an undead and moldy man is an awful way to spend before your marriage. Do they not have a honeymoon?
Ew,
Like
he was.
the next shot, they're getting married, and you're just like,
Everybody's just.
they moving quick back in the day.
Dude, Pop was ready to go. I mean, he just had to. He saved her from a mommy. He wanted that.
Next shot after the movie, I'm guessing the end credit scene was probably them having grandkids.
That probably. And that's when you were born, and Pop became a Pop.
And do we exist, Pop? Nope. I died in 1940. I was never alive to begin with.
Dude, that's meta.
Yeah.
Oh God. In all seriousness,
Yep.
God, I really didn't enjoy this. It's got some saving qualities. It's not dumpster fire, but I'm like, dude, it's not even a middle
You
of
want
the.
me to rate it real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm rating it a 4.25 out of 10.
I was gonna rate it lower than that, but all right, I was gonna rate it a 3.
I thought this was like middle of the road. But I don't think this is the worst out of the Mummy series.
Mm.
I think that's probably the Mummy's Ghost, but we'll get
Oh
to that.
God, the Mummy's Ghost. Oh my God, I was like, did I click on the right dude? I was watching the Mummy's Ghost today, and like I had to refresh and retype up because I was like, am I watching the right thing? Because I was like, I feel like I just watched this.
Yep. Let's see. We're giving this a 7.25.
Fine, it's what it deserves.
Oh, I will be, Devin. If you want to negotiate me down, you can always do that.
Yeah, your opinion's your opinion. I mean, you raise good points. It's got some little decent quality, but it's not a masterpiece, bro. Like I'm just like, okay, I'm basically watching a recap with a pop's just like, when I was a young lad, I was in Egypt. I broke down a wall, and some scary man was there with a medallion, and this all dried up man was there, and we boxed it out in a thing for your grandma's love.
Okay, Devin. I'm willing to be negotiated down to 2.5 points. Talk me down. Do it.
Dude, come out. We literally wasted an hour of watching the same movie. It was a recap when an old man filling in, telling us a story how he saved his wife and he boxed a mummy. He literally threw torches and threw hands with a mummy. Or germaphobe man. Come on, we've watched way better stuff.
Okay. I will bump it down.
Let's go.
And I will bump it down to the same score as Double Team. 7 out of 20.
Okay, that works.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yep. Devin, could you tell them, the people at home, where they can find us?
As always, guys, if you enjoy what you hear here, you can see me on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, a sports podcast for everybody, as well as Kyle's show, The Random Hour, where it's our pop culture podcast. And we've had some awesome guests come on the show, so go check them out. And as always, we have our YouTube channel, Random Incorporated, where you can watch the video versions of all of our latest episodes and some a little bit of original content. And hey, we're on social media. You can follow us on Instagram as Rando Bucket Boys. And hey, we're on Twitter as Rando Corporate One. Kyle, any last words?
Seriously, you need a better plot than just kidnapping a girl.
But Pop had to throw some hands.
There's got to be a better.
No, Pop threw some hands.
There's got to be a better monster movie formula than just they stole the girl. Time to be a hero.
No, Pop was ready to throw some hands.